beautiful day, Mother Nature came out to play. She's at the right-hand side of God, she creates. The woman in the village made in her image, they incubate. Mother Nature's call, we've got to do it all. Siyamasi, siyamazumfazi, usebenzele kaya. And then the verse 2 says, we're telling the same old stories today. When we're out in the world, we're ready to slay. We're conquerors and warriors ready to save the day. Mother Nature's call. So I'm just celebrating this work of the woman. And like, what better place than Makola? I mean, when you see this video, you're going to understand. Just the colors, it's busy, they're hustling. At the end of that day, after they've carried that firewood, so to speak, in the modern context, they've sold something and they've done something where they can go home at sunset and feed their families.
What genre is this? Let me see if what I heard from what you just sung is right. So.
Yeah, it's definitely soul.
Okay.
And
so
you'll see there's brass sections, it's jazz.
Okay.
And then there's a Zulu funk section. So we've taken Bakanga music, which is traditional Zulu music.
Bakanga.
Yeah.
Bakanga.
And the call of response of...
I'm trying to get your tongue right.
Yeah, no, you're doing well.
Okay.
Bakanga.
Bakanga. Okay, that's good.
And yeah, so that traditional folk element is in there.
Okay.
So that's why I call it jazzy folk soul, honestly.
Jazzy folk soul, I like it.
Yeah, it's difficult to strip the jazz out of my voice and in the way that in my arrangements and stuff. Like you'll hear brass, you'll hear, you know, and but then there's also a folk element, you know, and it's always going to be soulful.
When did you first come in contact with Ghanaian music?
So I would say when my first visit here in 2017, I went to Plus 233, funny enough, which is generally a jazz space.
Yes.
There was like a traditional big band, like fusion of instruments, but also traditional instruments. And I think a few dancers too. I don't know what was happening. It was kind of like April 2017. And yeah, I think that's kind of my first time hearing what that sounds like.
Were you able to relate?
I mean, I think that, you know, anything that is rhythmic and anything that is formed out of sort of traditional instrumentation and drums, we always relate, you know, because I think African music mostly will move us in a way in which our feet will want to go with it, our bodies will want to go with it. It makes us want to do something. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, there's definitely that in it.
How well is Ghanaian music that big in South Africa?
No, I don't think that South Africans have any idea of like specifically what Ghanaian music sounds like. I think we would have more an idea of like Central Africa. Okay. Somewhat, if we heard something, we'd be like, okay, maybe this is Central African. And maybe if you listen more and you're a Pan-Africanist, you'll know like, oh, this is Cameroonian, or like, this sounds a bit like Malian.
Okay.
I mean, it'll always be driven by the artists we know, right? So we'd be like, oh, Salif Keita. Then if it's anywhere close, well, you know, Amal Sangare will be like, oh, okay, that could be that. So it's very difficult to kind of pinpoint unless you've really immersed yourself. I think traditional music is really tucked away in a way. Any
artist from Ghana who that is very well known in South Africa? Any name you can think of?
I mean, is this also actors and actresses?
Yeah.
There's someone who's always featured in the Nollywood movies that I know comes out, like, is Jocelyn Dumas.
Jocelyn Dumas.
Is she?
She's Ghanaian.
Yeah, I think she definitely is known in South Africa through the movie scene or whatever. Let me think of musicians. My perspective is crazy because I love traveling the continent, so I know a lot. So I can't think from me. I know that my people are very insular at times. And they're quite like focused on themselves. I'm just like trying to think who. Is Mr. Easy a Nigerian or Ghanaian?
Nigerian, but started in Ghana. But yes.
Wow. I think we know a lot of Ghanaian. Nigerian artists. And more the Nigerian movie scene. Nollywood. Yeah, it was very big. Oh, it is. I don't know what it is. The channels tend to change, but yeah.
Tell me your experience working with One Love.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that I call him Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Emma is a very consummate creative. Someone with a beautiful flow for like creative flow. And I think he indulges in where the spirit or the creativity goes. So it's always easy and very freeing to kind of like work with together because there's that theory in acting or in that says you have to accept what you're being given. So it's never no, it's like yes and. You know, so building upon ideas and making them better. It's playful. It's free. So it's been an incredible journey. Sort of meeting One Love, Emma. The first thing he did is that he yes and me. He heard something that was powerful, a song I wrote about domestic violence, and he shot a video with me in Osu. You know, which really helped sort of elevate like the song and what it meant, and also we collaborated on a song. It was very easy. I said, here's the song. He wrote it literally in like the same day and sent it back within the hour. You know what I mean? He just flows, you know, and it's like, and I responded to him immediately when I heard it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Then I wrote back. We actually performed it at +23 recently. Full circle. Full circle. And also, so in that creative flow, we were like, oh, cool, let me come to Romania. Let's do some shows and try and shoot a video for our song. And instead we made more music and shot more videos. More videos. You know, and
in Romania?
Yeah, and then we put on a gig and we sang, and that had me booked in 2 jazz festivals the same year in Romania, in the town that he's from, in Ploiești.
So you know, wonderful.
Quickly, he just quickly became family.
So apart from One Love, The Kobola, and Sister Derby, which other Ghanaian musician have you come in contact with?
Sure, Jid. I always say Jide. Jedu Blay Ambule.
Jedu Blay Ambule.
Yeah, when I came here, our publishers put us in touch. And I mean, practically he's been to every show of mine in Ghana. So at the Jazz Fest, he came to the Jazz Fest, he came to +233. He was at my show at +233 last Tuesday. And so that's how I got to know him. And then I, you know, kind of discovered his music. And yeah, so him and who else? Just to be very specific, well, Billy.
You're recording with Walasi, or you're supposed to record with Walasi.
Well, right? I'm trying. Yeah, if I can make it, but I'm hoping that we can do something. You know, find the vibe. I've got introduced to him by a Ghanaian creative group. I mean, a Kenyan-based South African creative group. Again, very spirit-led. It's all about energies. Oh, you guys work together. And so we connected in South Africa when he came to perform at Access Festival. And I actually also met Tomiwa, who came to perform at Access Festival. So that's another Ghanaian artist I know. He came to see my show at Jamrock this last Friday. Wow, I actually do know a few. Villy and the Extreme Volumes, we performed at the Angoulême Festival, Musique Matisse, that was curated, our little segment was curated by Falcon Boys. Of course, I know Falcon Boys.
One Love and Mensa.
Exactly. And so all of us were kind of brought on to kind of perform at this festival in France. So we were all quarantined together this past September. So I know Lipstick Band because of that, Saint Beryl because of that. And who else was there? I'm trying to think if I've missed anyone. Oh, Agove. Yeah, and Sawa, and I know of Stevo, who works with One Love. Stevo. I'm trying to book him for my folklore festival in South Africa this year.
Oh, you have a festival?
So this platform that I'm telling you about, this album series that I've created, Folklore Chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4, has inspired me to also create like platforms where we can share, you know, cultural and heritage content for children. So folklore for kids, and then folklore firesides for, you know, the adults, where we, you know, share traditional folk music and share stories, and it's a kind of multidisciplinary platform to celebrate our culture.
That's a lot. Wow. That's a lot of work you're putting in.
Yeah, but you do that for clients, hey, when you work. Do you know that I have so much time?
I get it.
I have time because I work for myself.
Do you ever get tired from doing music?
No.
Isn't that dangerous?
I'm insatiable about that.
Isn't that dangerous?
No, because it's creative energy. So there's energy in creativity. There's energy in your passion. You'll always be more energized. You always want to do more of it. And you're always trying to be better. You're always trying to find a new place. You're always working toward, there's always newness. It never runs dry. So, you know, yes, you must take rest and go within to find like yourself, within yourself, because it's you mostly that you pour into the work. It's you that you have to be with to find the space to create. So there's a lot of that, and it's a fine balance. So we restore far more than anyone who works in a bank.
That's true though.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So I never get tired.
Well, has your time in Ghana been that fruitful, this last trip?
Absolutely. Like, I mean, today is like my last stretch. I'm trying to tick all the boxes.
Oh, you're leaving.
PM is like, yeah, I am. He's like, have you recorded it? I'm like, I'm trying tonight. I'm going to get to it. You know what I mean? Like, so the last stretch now is just these little verses and drops in people's collaborations.
Okay.
But yeah, shot 2 music videos, did 2 shows, made like 8 wardrobe pieces with a designer here who works with Debbie. And
that's good.
Yeah, so it's been a fruitful time. Seen people, connected with my friends, hung out with my friends and jumped on a track, you know, so just kind of, it's just an open space.
Who have you been recording with?
So in kind of order of flow, the first thing I did when I hung out to kind of plan our video shoot, One Love's working on his next sort of cardy project that he's going to release next. I think it's White Card. And so I jumped on a song, that song, and
sorry, who has been producing all these songs? The producers.
Well, I mean, Emma's producing his stuff, and last night we were at Kwame's studio. He's working with Lipstick Band at the moment. Yeah, I shouldn't be telling other people's news, but hey, so because I got to know Lipstick Band from our recent trip to France. Yeah, I wanted to kind of like join those dots too. So I'm just going to lay a verse there with them, and I think St. Barrel's on that song as well. If I can. Yeah, so there's also a song that we also wrote in quarantine with EM Beats. EM Beats, GH. So, yeah, I need to lay it down.
And you're recording with Panji?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm going down the line. So I've been working with Panji. He's kind of worked on a few things that have already been on the pipeline for me, just kind of mixing, and also jumping on one of his kind of high life beats. Want to have fun with that and try
so you've tried high life?
Hey, no, I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
Yeah.
You are working on trying high life?
I'm writing on it right now. Well, I mean, it's a like, if you give me a track and that's the perspective you're coming from, I'm writing on that.
But do you like the genre?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's kind of, I'm a feel good person. So I love the idea. I think I just boomed my mic there. I'm a feel good boom person. Yeah, so it's very, I mean, you can write a sad song on it, but it feels very almost very like light-hearted and warm and friendly, and
You're warm, you're friendly, you're open. You're full of life.
As my name says.
What's the meaning?
PLANI means, well, it means to live. Live.
PLANI.
Yeah, I'd like to think of it as like this life force and carrying that energy and like fully riding that wave. So live. Just flow.
Just live.
Yeah, live.
How do you say thank you in your native tongue?
In Xhosa.
In Xhosa.
In Xhosa.
In Xhosa. In Xhosa.
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 No, you had it just now. And then added H.
Xhosa.
Xhosa. Exactly.
Xhosa.
Exactly. You just did it. Enkosi.
What's the meaning of that?
Thank you.
Okay. Enkosi.
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 ENK.
Enkosi.
Enkosi.
Enkosi. Enkosi.
Enkosi. Perfect.
Enkosi.
No, Enkosi. Yeah.
Enkosi.
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 I mean, the language is sings, right? So you have to sing it, right? So Enkosi.
Enkosi. Okay. Well, thank you very much for having time for me here on the show. And I know that you've also gotten to know a lot of things, beautiful things about her. She looks beautiful, and you will be seeing a lot more videos and a lot more works that she is being doing here in Ghana in the near future. Very, very soon you're going to be seeing all that video. Well, PLANI, thank you so very much for the time.
Thank you,
and also you that you hang out with us, thank you for all the time, and keep the channel logged here because we make sure that we excite you with beautiful things.